Hi guys, welcome back to this week's Technical Insights. The STI index closed higher on Friday, June the 16th, marking a second consecutive winning week. The benchmark index rose 0.5% or 17 points to close at 3,260 points. For the week, the broad market gauge was also up 2.3%. The strong performance came despite weaker economic data released on Friday. Singapore non-oil domestic exports fell for the 8th straight month in May, shrinking 14.7% year-on-year, more than economists predicted. Across the broader Singapore market, winners outnumbered the losers 350 to 216 after 2.7 billion securities worth 2.6 billion changed hands. Shares of Singapore Airlines snapped a 12-day winning streak to end at the bottom of the SIA Performance table on Friday, falling 1.8% to $7.77. This comes as the airlines on Friday refuted a media report saying that it may raise its stakes in Air India to create a bigger full-service national airline for India. Reuters reported that SIA's statement is in response to a report by the Indian newspaper Mint, which said the carrier had expressed its desire to gradually raise its stakes in the Indian airline to about 40%. SIA said the Mint story dated June 16 is incorrect. There is no change in SIA position from November 2022 announcement. The counter was most actively traded by value, with 41 million shares worth 390 million changing hands. Analysts from Morgan Stanley believe such gains could signify that the positive has already been priced in. They downgraded SIA from overweight to evenweight in a report on Friday, with a revised target price of $7.30, noting that the counter had risen 43% year-to-date and 34% for the month. So let's dive into the SIA chart and some of the SIA-related counters and see if there are still opportunities ahead. First, let's look at the chart of SIA. As you can see, last Friday, SIA share price dropped by 14 cents or about 1.8% to close at $7.77. Previously, SIA share price was in a slight uptrend, as you can see over here. This was connecting the low of October 2022 as well as the low of March this year for the lower bound of the uptrend. And on the resistance side, it is connecting the high of July last year as well as the high in January this year to form the upper bound of that uptrend. And prices has been trading within this slight uptrend for quite a long period of time until the announcement of their earnings on 16th of May. On 16th of May, SIA released their earnings results, which was much better than analysts' expectations. This allows the SIA share price to breach above the upper bound of the uptrend and rise another 30%. At last Friday closing price of around $7.77, it is actually testing the resistance level in 2018 July, which is the high of $7.73. If you look at both the MACD indicator and the RSI, both of them look overly extended. The MACD histogram on last Friday showed a weakening of the momentum, and the RSI reading at 84.23 is already above the 70-point overbought signal. So this indication tells us that this may be an early sign that a pullback may happen. And if a pullback is likely going to happen, the support level could likely come in around the 20 days moving average, which is the basis of the Bollinger Band, around the $6.85 level, or even the upper bound of the uptrend that you see here, which is around the $6.50 level. So if you are a shareholder of SIA, you might want to consider taking some profit off the table and wait for a pullback to the 20 days moving average before re-entering into SIA share price again. Next, let's look at SATS. SATS on Friday announced that it is streamlining its organizational structure as well as shuffling its management. On Friday itself, the share price was up around 15 cents or 5.79%. For the past 1 week, it is up 11.38%, and for the past 1 month, it's up 2.62%. Year-to-date, it's up 1.67%. As you can see here, SATS share price has been trading in a horizontal pattern for quite a period of time since the low that we see in October last year. Now, at this level of $2.35, which is the low of October last year, it is a double bottom support for SATS share prices, which also had a bounce on the 14th or 15th of July. On the resistance side, it's the year-to-date high at the $3 level, and this would be the support and resistance level sets we'll be looking at in the near term and continue to trade within this horizontal level. If you look at the MACD indicator, you can see that last Friday we have a crossover of the MACD line above the signal line, which traders would see as a early sign of a rebound happening to retest the $3 resistance level again. So at this level of $2.74, we may still have a 25 cents play up to the $3 resistance level. The RSI also has not touched the 70-point overbought signal. So that means that at the reading of 61.22, it still has some space to run up to retest the $3 signal before it hits the 70-point overbought mark. So for asset share price, we are likely going to see some short-term upside to test the $3 level before it starts to come down again. For the short term, traders can play the short upside trade for the share price to retest the $3 handle, and then from there take a short position for it to come back down and retest the lower bound of the horizontal channel at $2.35. So with that, we have come to the end of this week's video. I hope you enjoyed this week's updates. If you find this video useful, do give us a like and share. In the meantime, as always, trade safe, and I'll catch you again next week in the next technical insight.